Here comes everyone starting to sell their Target stock. On Friday, I made a video that the Targets are starting to collect and carry the Digimon TCG product. And of course, in that video, I talked about the very first Digimon Target Scalper. The very first one. Our Lord and Savior that literally started it all. All the internet wars and genocide and good versus evil started with that one post. And honestly, it created such a hostile environment. On one side, there are the people who think that the scalpers are as bad as Hitler. And then on the other side, there are the scalpers who just said, supply and demand, man. So, there's both ways. The scalpers are being mean, the non-scalpers are being mean. And honestly, it created a wholesome, family-friendly environment that was just fun to watch. And just funny jokes came out of it. So in this video, we're going to go over a few of the Digimon card game market posts, the Facebook group where it all went down. And we're just going to look at some posts, and we're going to look at the funniest comments, and just a little bit of analysis. We want to see who really wins the war. Before we go roasting people on the internet, if you guys can go like, comment, subscribe, and smash the notification bell on the potatoes, that way you know when more meme-tastic videos like this are on the rise. So a few more comments actually appeared on the original post a little bit later on that didn't appear when I was making the video the first time. So let's just go through and read a couple of the freshest comments on the original thread. Look, I get your probs doing this because this is your job, or how you get money to feed yourself or whatever. I get that, but you're literally cucking others that really want to play. These decks should go for like 15 max. Not as much as a single super rare card. Person, this is not my job, you little peasant. I found them, and that's it. Take it or leave it, kid. Peasant and kid. Okay. The guy who made this post is on fire, declaring us as peasants, children. You do not find 8 starters for free. And peasant? Really? You feeling high and mighty after you inflate prices on starter decks? Give me a break, dude. No one likes juicers. Get out of here. Calling out the peasant play. I like it. Called him a peasant, and he's responded with that straight, get out of here. Get out of here. But that's not all in this thread. Nuh-uh. One more little thing. Just one more. Are you a Yu-Gi-Oh player? Both. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Well, there's a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh disdain on the Digimon community, which is hilarious to me, because a lot of the players that play Yu-Gi-Oh in our community are also playing Digimon, and a lot of people on the internet that play Yu-Gi-Oh also play Digimon. It is so funny to see this dynamic backlash, the Digimon players just pooping on the Yu-Gi-Oh players. We'll get back to that at some point. So this is the first new listing I want to talk about. We got selling structures for 20 each without the pack. Selling playset of Omnimons at 170 each, nobody cares. Yes, I got these at Target. Don't like the price, just move on. Smiley face. Honestly, this is actually the most reasonable one, which might be sad depending on how you look at it. This is straight up the best deal out of all the ones we're going to look at. And to be honest, it's not really that good of a deal. And he just goes bold and he takes the claim, I went to Target, this is how we're doing it. He doesn't care what hate he gets. He just wants to move the product, and that's it. So how did the internet respond? Let's see. Bro, why do you always go to Target and be looking for resale opportunities, lol? Just leave the decks there if you're not going to open them or use them. And someone else comments, he did open them, and he took the packs. And then he doubled the resale, minus the packs. Straight up called out. He knew exactly what the play was. It's like when your opponent's playing any card game, and your opponent's on the other side of the table being like, yeah, I know exactly what you're doing. Exactly what the play is. Straight called out. But it didn't stop this guy. Nuh-uh. You know what he did? He went and said, thanks to everyone that commented causing it to bump my post. All structures sold. I guess the scalper won that one because everyone was flaming the guy and bumped the post, kept bumping it. And then with all the bumps, it led to sales. People are still buying them because they literally have no choice. And the scalpers know that, and they're taking full advantage of it. They're straight up the people that go to the fat kid on recess and say, I'm going to steal your lunch money. Haha. All right. And then the fat guy goes back to the kid and says, I want my lunch money back. And then the bully is like, sure, but to give me your lunch money, you got to give me half your lunch. Literally exactly what happened here. It's actually barbaric. And the last comment here on this post I included just because I'm Canadian and I can relate. Really, 40 USD? That's like 4 million Canadian. Our currency sucks, we know. All we got are Timmies and beaver tails and poutine. That's all we got. So yeah, being Canadian kind of blows. Especially since we don't have Target. And we can't just go to Target and get cards. On to the second sale. Selling Red Starter Deck without booster or Gaia Forces. Every other card available, $10 plus shipping. This guy literally took the turkey and ripped all the guts out. And is basically like, here's a carcass, 10 bucks. Unbelievable, eh? Maybe, but I need the Gaia Forces. Yeah, so do I, LMAO. But for someone who just wants a deck to play or whatever, it's a decent deal. True. Now, you see that little comment down there that I wrote, right? Actually, if you remove the Gaia Forces and the pack, it's not a legal deck to play with. I was typing that comment and I was going to respond just because I didn't want anyone to get the wrong idea that, you know, playing a 46 card Digimon deck is okay. And then the post was removed. So before I hit the post button, the post was already gone. And luckily, I took the screenshots ahead of time. Like, this all transpired in about 2 minutes. But you know what? It's okay, because I guess cheating is fun, right? All you cheaters out there, it's fun. Just don't forget it. 46 card decks, your girlfriends, cheating's fun, right? On to sale number 3. Yellow starters, $20. They are open. Blue starters, $40, unopened. Buyer pays shipping. As if the $40 deal wasn't enough, they are actually making you pay your own shipping too. Legit. We've seen some extortion in our days, but man, you gotta pay your own shipping now? Oh boy. Oh boy, you don't want to say that on the internet when you're already quadrupling the price. Almost. Depending on tax, of course, right? Yellow decks are open. This pile isn't worth more than $35 to $40 total, yet you're charging more than that for a single deck? Go F yourself, dude, if you think that's anything other than laughable. Literal clown. If you're gonna scalp, at least do it to the point you don't come across as an idiot. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! You know, that's the kind of flaming this guy was getting for just that post. I don't know if it's sold or not. I never saw an update saying it was sold or anything like that. It's hilarious, though. Hilarious. Man, the open firing squad on these scalpers isn't stopping. Now, for the sale post, probably the funniest comment thread in the whole thing. Bro, you dropped this, clown faces. Gotta order his size 15s now. I'm surprised you couldn't type this comment juggling all that meat and whatnot, clown face. I'm surprised you can even see the comments while sucking all that. How did it even get to that? How did a Digimon scalping post get to shuffling clown meat around? I've never personally shuffled clown meat around, nor have I bought clown shoes, nor have I had really any interaction with clowns. I assume that they're just clowning around. As for this final sale thread before we move on to other fun things, this one took it to a whole another level. Absolute insanity. I got 2 of each starter deck for sale, selling at $35 each for a sealed deck. We'll also sell at $25 opened if you want the starter deck and not the booster included. Shipping included! Update. Both blue decks have sold. So he straight up saw the failure of the previous post where he said you gotta pay your own shipping. So this guy just decided, let's take it easy on everyone and let's buy this, let's include the shipping. No problem, right? And he was even being flexible. He let you choose if you wanted just the deck or the deck and the pack. He let you choose. Man, nothing is better than a multiple choice question. I wonder how everyone responded to that. Before the BS comes, number 1, supply and demand. Number 2, you're not only paying retail, you're paying for shipping plus time plus gas of the seller. Number 3, regardless of what people think, he's still helping the community one way or the other. And you can see the emojis there. Haha. LMAO, I don't really hate on the scalping, but let's just be honest. They just mad you beat him to the punch on picking these up, bro. So am I at 35 ship without the pack. Price at one point considering supply and demand. Plus all the LGS gonna have them for higher release, so... What's funny to me is these people act like a set of Gaia Force isn't 60 by itself right now. Literally, the scalpers have all formed together and made one brigade on this post, and they're just pouring it down. destroying everyone else that comes across them. Never have I seen scalpers unite to such a stand. They got their shotguns ready, and they're just lining up, ready for the other forces to come, and they're just like, bang, bang, you're dead. That's exactly what happened here. As an update, this actually did sell. I believe the guy sold everything except the yellow decks, because they're yellow, right? It's happy to see that the scalpers found unity in one another, and are supporting each other to the end. Like a Justice League, only for scalpers. And probably the funniest interaction on this sale comes to this thread right here. This guy, Salt. Nah, F this guy and F you too. Oh, extra, salt, salt, salt. Nah, I got my poop already and sold it at what I paid plus $2 extra because I'm not a scumbag. So again, F you and F him too. Damn, check your BP, bro. That much salt ain't healthy for nobody. Not salty, just hate people like you. So F you. Sounds pretty salty to me, boo. Haha. F you. Peace, love, and hand. This is another instance where the scalpers actually won because the guy that was saying F you, F you, F you, F you actually deleted all his comments. I think he thought that he was maybe too divine and too high up to get involved in the garbage below. He was probably higher than all that, so he didn't want any kind of recognition. Just wanted to be known that he deleted all his comments. He didn't want to be known as that guy. You know, respect, bro. But seriously, you gotta watch your salt intake. Yeah, jeez. Don't eat all those salty fries. They'll kill you. This video ain't done yet. There's a couple more funnies we gotta cover real quick. First funny that I want to cover is this random post made on the Digimon TCG group. If y'all missed out on Target, y'all have no excuses out here. 8 AM and freezing cold. Store got nothing. Crying. We have no excuses. No. Maybe we don't even live in an area with a Target. Maybe we live in Canada, where there are no Targets. But no, it's our fault that we didn't just walk or swim across the border at 7:30 AM in the morning just to get to a Target in time. It is our fault, you're right. We should honestly do better. We should be ashamed of ourselves for not getting to Target. We're just a bunch of just useless Canadians, I guess? Yeah. Every Digimon player right now, Target. I love my SpongeBob memes. I love SpongeBob memes. SpongeBob's great. SpongeBob is a great cartoon. Man, they hit that one right on target. Never gets old. And finally, we got to a point where Target even recognized what was going on, so a Target store did something about it. Come check it out. Trading cards will be released every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 11:30 AM. You must come into the store to sign up for the waiting list. The list will start generating by 8 AM daily. At 11:30, we will start alerting guests on the waiting list. Alerts will go out in order that they were keyed into the system. Once you have been alerted to come to the store, you have 10 minutes to go to the service desk and purchase your items. If you do not purchase your items within 10 minutes of being notified, your items will be returned to the shelf and you will be removed from the queue. Names will not be added to the queue by calling the store. You must come in and sign up. Limits will be placed on all cards. Most will be 2 per person. Limits will be adjusted up or down, depending on how many people are in the queue. I had all sorts of funny thoughts in regard to this. Number 1, take all the scalpers that are freaking going there at 8 AM just to sign up, just to go home and be waiting back outside at 11:30. A whole group of them. You can literally find out who the scalpers are in your community just by going to your local Target at 11:30 AM. That's actually hilarious. Target's calling these people out, taking none of their shit no more. They called it out. And they even limited, which, I mean, is a cool safeguard, but Scalper 101, you can just have your girlfriend do it, your friends do it, and before you know it, doesn't really matter, right? But a good try, Target. Solid A for effort. At least you're doing something about it. That's really all I got. This was just a funny interaction. This is a funny video to make. I literally LOL'd so much. So many retakes. So much shit. It's honestly unbelievable. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.